Turning now to breaking news in Hartford. That's where firefighters are at the scene of a large overnight fire on Charter Oak Place. Channel 3's Aya Galal is at the scene for us. And Aya, we heard from first responders just in our last hour. What can you tell us?
Hi, Carolina. Yeah, we just actually got another update from Hartford fire officials. We know at least 40 people were rescued from this apartment complex. At least 30 people had to be transported to the hospital, and so a mass casualty incident was declared. I'm going to step out so you could take a live look at the building, and you can see the flames are out. But keep in mind, this is a 5-story apartment building, and so we know there are at least 70 units. And what we're seeing is actually just half of this building. Essentially, we're told, this is a U-shaped building, and so it's double what you're seeing right now. And this was a very grueling task for firefighters. This was a third alarm fire, so it was all hands on deck. We know at least 75 firefighters tackled this blaze. One firefighter transported to the hospital for minor injuries. Now, this all unfolded around 1 o'clock this morning, and we know there were 5 active scenes where the fire was going. And so, as you could imagine, this was not an easy task. We're told firefighters were inside in the dark. It was very difficult to see, very limited visibility, and we know that there were also people inside the apartment complex on oxygen, and so there were explosions actually too, which just made this all that much more difficult. And so it was a very aggressive interior attack. They were trying to put out the fire while also saving people from the building. We know babies were rescued from firefighter ladders, and so those who were not injured were put into Connecticut transit buses to stay warm, because keep in mind it is a very chilly morning. And so again, we know more than 40 people rescued from the building, at least 30 people transported to the hospitals, 5 active scenes with flames coming out of windows and windows bursting. And so this was a very difficult fire to tackle. It was all hands on deck with Hartford Fire Department. They said essentially their whole shift responded to this fire. A shift is typically about 72 firefighters, and so that's why they need these important resources. And so we are still waiting to hear the status of injuries, but we know 30 people taken to hospitals, and so now we're waiting to hear an update on the status of those who are injured. But this is, of course, a major developing story. We'll stay on scene here all morning, but the fire has, as you could see behind me, firefighters are wrapping up now, and so we are waiting to hear an update on the status of the people who lived inside of that apartment complex. We're live this morning in Hartford. Aya Galal, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.